Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this video is going to be part of the Creators Helping Creators series that I'm making. And in this one here, I want to talk about multi-channel networks. A multi-channel networks, also known as an MCN, and we are actually on a YouTube help page for support.google.com/YouTube. And I want to talk about multi-channel networks briefly in what could happen in a perfect world and what seems to be happening in reality. The first thing is, in a perfect world, a good multi-channel network would be like an agent for an actor, for us, to help promote us, right? And help us get bigger and everything else. And they could provide services that include audience development. That means obtaining subscribers, content programming. This could mean things along the line of they have the education, training, and experience in the field of video production, hopefully, and they could help us with insights and development of our persona and how we create our programming and what we do and how we do it, kind of thing, to make us more attractive to viewers, right? Creator collaborations, if two people are part of the same multi-channel network and never would have met each other otherwise, but they do things that could probably be very successful for each other and the multi-channel network, and of course YouTube. The multi-channel network would probably put together, they get their star creators, put some of them together to help raise the entire, everything, the creators, the multi-channel network, and YouTube as a whole. That pretty much did happen. That sort of kind of thing did happen. Digital rights management here would be in the realm of making sure it should be, and actually in both of these things, if done right in a perfect world, digital rights management would be making sure that we do not violate the terms of service of YouTube by putting a cartoon in the background on a TV while we're making a video, or playing copyrighted music that we shouldn't be doing during our video, and things of that nature. But on the flip side of that, they should also be watching our back to make sure nobody's trying to rip us off with the content we make. All right, so both of those things. Monetization and or sales. These things would be with like merchandise and things of that nature. As far as monetization goes, basically YouTube pays the multi-channel network directly. They keep their profit and give you what's left. All right. So, and their fees I've seen could be from 10 to 40% of your YouTube income. So it could be pretty darn steep to be part of a multi-channel network. Now, me personally, I never wanted to be part of a multi-channel network because I saw this kind of sentence from YouTube a while ago where it says, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you do not need to be part of a multi-channel network. Yet, in a lot of communications I've had with YouTube, or them sending me communications, they're inquiring as to my interest in even being part of a multi-channel network, and I would pretty much say no, thank you. I don't know what they're even talking about. Why would they do it? They sort of really are the multi-channel network, being YouTube in of themselves. So anyway, that was the deal on that. So in a perfect world, that would be great if we're a small channel where somebody, kind of discovers us, as a multi-channel network discovers us, and we're getting decent views, and they like what they see, and they think, here's somebody we could really develop into a very successful channel. Then by all means, let's go, sign them up and help them out, right? And they would provide these services for us, and we would get to be, 100,000, million, 2 million, 3 million subscribers. That would be a fantastic, in a perfect world, that would be great. The reality, however, is the downside, for creators and the multi-channel network is, for a multi-channel network, in order for them to make money, they need to have people who are creators that are earning money. and because their profits are a percentage thereof, even though YouTube pays them directly and then they pay us, they still need a lot of us in order for them, the multi-channel network, to make money. YouTube has everybody, so they're making money on everybody. So, once they get their money, then they pay it out to everybody else. It works on downstream, right? The money flows downhill, and it gets less and less as it gets there. Anyways, but here's the deal. A multi-channel network would really need to have a lot of creators, a lot of channels under their belt making money, and the more they have, and the more each one of those are making money, the more money the multi-channel network makes. Hopefully you can see the problem with that from the start. There's been a number of multi-channel networks out there. Some have failed and gone away. Other ones were bought up by other companies, maybe merged together and stuff like that. And it really ends up being not the best business model. And then with a couple of purgings and admageddons or whatever they had, demonetization of channels and stuff like that, when videos get demonetized, in the group of channels represented by a multi-channel network, the multi-channel network ceases to make any of that money as well. So it's not just the creator getting hit, the multi-channel network gets hit, you know, and probably YouTube as well, right? Because it's not if it's demonetized, they're not showing ads on that video, right? Because they don't want to anger too many more advertisers. YouTube doesn't. So it's a kind of a plus and a minus thing. The potential was a plus, and a lot of channels that have a lot of subscribers, like in the millions, okay? Those kind of channels you should be very well aware of, either are or had been part of, or may have been part of one and then another multi-channel network. So they did get big, they did get famous, they did grow due to their efforts with multi-channel networks. Then, you know, the other side of that, the flip side of that is like, hey, they're making a lot of money, but now they're actually giving 10 to 40% of that income to a multi-channel network that at that point, you know, the channel has grown to such a point of success where they in reality don't have any need for a multi-channel network. They've outgrown the multi-channel network. So in those situations, those kind of creators are like, I don't need the multi-channel network. I'm locked into a contract. So these people are going to be, you know, taking the money off the top of my income from YouTube. And I'm not liking that very much at this particular point, which all makes sense. So, you know, you have to buyer beware if you become involved. And YouTube says it on this particular page, the YouTube help channel page. And they say you need to be aware, you know, of what you're doing, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it. They're not going to give you any legal advice, and neither will I. But they say you need to know what you're doing with your contract with a multi-channel network when you get involved in the first place. Now, YouTube doesn't have any... You know, and they have no harm, no foul with any particular multi-channel network that I know of. I haven't seen anything. But, you know, for us as a creator, we need to be aware of what we're doing and how we're doing it. Now, for all the people that I'm pretty much networked with, for the most part, I'm pretty sure that probably none of us have any interest in a multi-channel network. I certainly do not. What I agree in more than anything else is the organic growth. I'll pop back over here to the YouTube analytics for a second. And let's put it back in the last 365. Well, it's actually, yeah, I do a lifetime on this here. It might be too much. And we'll look at the subscriber base. Yeah, that's not going to go back that far. So let's just go back. Then we'll go back over to last year. This will capture it here. So we can see that the subscriber base picked up back here, and it kind of weaned out. And again, back on my what was that, the Social Blade channel. Let's over here and look at the detailed statistics of what's going on. And this one chart really does it. I mean, this is my organic growth rate here. Because of the 4K, 1K thing, and I needed 1,000 subscribers, we had this little skyrocket effect here, and then I'm back to the organic growth. This is the way I personally plan. You know, people say like, hey, I'm interested in this as a hobby, this, that, and the other thing. But I accidentally got monetized some years ago, and I'd really like to keep that going on there. But this is my typical organic growth rate here. Now this should curve up, probably more like this kind of curve here. This is the kind of curve I expect to happen because it kind of builds and it builds. And this is the total views for my channel, right? And this number will only go up. This is a nicer curve. This one here only goes up. Unlike these ones here that can go up and down, this one here only goes up. And I'm hoping for subscribers that's all it ever does, except for this little, that little blip right there, right? But this is my organic growth rate, and it's a faster rate of growth on this side than it is on this side of the 4K, 1K deal, right? And hopefully it kind of picks up like this one here and kind of gets more curvy, more upward mobile, but that's it, So, and for me, I don't want to be part of a multi-channel network to be involved in that trying to get my thing to grow kind of artificially, right? I mean, an agent can help you out and everything else. A multi-channel network can help you out, but it's just, I don't have a, trust but verify kind of thing. And unless I can be absolutely positively certain that they are doing all of this for me, and I don't, in my personal opinion, I don't think I ever could be certain that they would be doing that. I don't want anything to do with it. So, nothing against any particular multi-channel network. It's just the idea in general that somebody's going to come in as a prospective agent of mine and help me grow. That's fine. They're going to take some money off the top and then give me what's left. Plus, I have to give up some of my privacy with my own channel. And, I really don't like that idea so much. So anyways, that's going to wrap this up. Don't forget to give me a like, give me a big thumbs up on this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to make a comment below to let me know. All right. So with that, let's wrap this one up. And until I catch you in the next video, take care. and be well.